Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast where we may or may not have just had an earthquake where I am. I don't know.
Yes.
Yes, we did. Thank you,
We
Twitter.
did?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Twitter. Always comes in clutch.
How big was it?
Not big at all.
Okay. Three?
Because like literally I barely could tell. So I was like, was that an
Yeah.
earthquake?
Like I saw your screen move and I was like, is that because he jiggled his desk or something or what?
No. It's a three something.
Okay, that's what
Very
I thought.
small.
Yeah.
No, nothing to get out of bed for.
Oh yeah, no.
Uh yeah. But I have a story. So I'm going first this week.
Okay, go ahead.
Or I have several things to say. But
All right.
so um I drove my mom's car today. And so she got a new car because her car was a lemon. So they gave her just like the new version or new model
Yeah, my mom went through
of,
that.
of the same car. So I get in the car. I I'm like ready to back up. I just look at me, Kelly. I promise you, I barely touched the gas. I barely touched the gas.
Okay.
Tell me why I went like
Oh,
I
bro.
barely touched the gas.
Can I just say, I have the same issue with my mom's new car. Not the gas, it's the brake. I will barely have my foot on that thing and it'll just be like "Bleh," when I touch it. I'm like, what?
Like I almost had a
Why?
heart attack. My says I was leaving my aunt's house and she lives on a corner. So like a car could come around at
Yep.
any point in
Yep.
time and I went so far back I almost had a heart attack.
You're halfway in the street.
And then the entire time I was driving it, every like I swear if I breathed too heavily, I would like go 80 miles per hour.
Dude, these new cars are like super
Some
sensitive.
something is up with them. They need to
Right.
fix that
I know. That is not
soon.
safe.
That's not safe at
It's
all.
not.
Gosh. So yeah, I almost died today, which like that's not new. Like
Mm,
me and cars, we have a very
yeah.
trepid relationship.
Mm-hmm.
From the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, we've had a trepid relationship.
Yeah, you have.
I'm shocked I have not died. I've
Yeah.
I've had a lot of things happen to me in cars. I'm very shocked I'm still here and that I've never
Maybe,
gotten hurt.
yeah. Maybe you'll be like a Kennedy, but instead of airplanes, it's cars.
It's cars.
And then you and your descendants can never drive a car ever again.
Probably. Do you know how many like red lights I've just like gone through because I swear when I
Jordan.
was looking they were green. I swear. I swear they were green when I looked.
Officer, I swear.
It was no, they were green.
All right, all right. I'll believe you. I'll
I've
believe
also
you.
never gotten a ticket, so like
Good for you.
The Lord is with me.
I know.
I was talking to my cousin today, and then she was like, "Yeah, I always get tickets," and I was like, "I've never gotten a ticket." One time, a cop even pulled me over because I didn't go around a roundabout, like cut through it,
Oh,
and all he did was tell me not to do that.
oh. I mean,
So,
I've got a parking ticket, but not a speeding ticket or anything.
oh, I got a parking ticket. Everyone gets a parking ticket.
Yeah, I got it. Was it on a college campus? Because mine was on my college campus.
Oh no,
Oh,
like literally, at my whoa, at my community college,
mm-mm.
the security never came.
Really?
The entire time I was there, I did not pay for parking. I think I paid maybe the first week. And then
Wow.
after that, I realized that security never comes and they never check the cars. So I just stopped
Dang.
paying.
Mine acted like that. It was like their main job. They were everywhere. They checked everybody.
That's weird. They must be bored.
I mean,
They must
you
be
know where I
bored.
went to
Yeah,
school.
that's why I said they must be bored.
So yeah, I would go with that idea that they were bored.
Okay, that sounds great. Love that. I have another thing to say.
Okay.
So I I've made it to the All For You album in my like Janet Jackson listen.
Ooh, yeah.
And All For You is not hitting. I'm so sorry. If that's your favorite Janet Jackson
Really?
album, I'm so sorry, but it's not hitting. There's already been like 3 songs that I do not like.
Wow.
And
Are
that's
you
so
done with
weird.
it all the way?
No, I'm not even halfway through.
Okay.
Those albums are long, Kelly,
Oh,
which
I
is
know.
another rant I need to go into. Janet, hi. Hi. We don't need an interlude
Hi.
before every song. We really don't. And then most of those interludes are like nonsense. One of them was literally rain that was so faint it sounded like nothing. Like I had to turn the sound all the way up. And it was only like 15 seconds long. And then the song started and like it was like blaring through my earphones.
Oops.
Janet, Janet, we
Janet?
we need to do something here. That no, whoever like taught Janet Jackson about interludes needs to be in prison because she is overusing them. It's not okay.
There should be a limit.
There should be a limit. I'm giving for any future albums you do, your limit is 3 interludes. You, and that doesn't have to include an intro. I'll let you have an intro, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Intro, 3 interludes. That's all you get. There's no reason why these albums are 20 plus songs long because of all your interludes.
True.
Like her
True.
Control album, well, her Control album had no interludes on it, I think. Maybe it had
Yeah,
one.
I think so.
I don't remember any. I don't think there were. It was perfect. Perfect length. Perfect everything. Oh, by the way, her Control album up into her like Velvet Rope album, amazing, great. I think there was one song on Rhythm Nation I didn't like, but other than that, every song was amazing, great. No skips.
Rhythm Nation slaps.
It did. It was very good. Velvet Rope is my favorite.
Oh, okay.
It really is. So yay. Get into it if you have not listened. Great listen. How was your week, Kelly?
It was all right. I was just bashed with terrible news all week.
Oh no.
And because of that, I got a craving for ice cream, but very specific from one place. And I didn't want to tell you because from the place it's from.
Okay.
I was craving McDonald's, Jordan.
Oh no, not you too.
Yeah.
Not you too. Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah, so I went to McDonald's yesterday.
Why were you craving McDonald's ice cream though?
That's weird. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think I was way too far gone. And whatever like sadness or mental like break I was in, that I was like, it has to be McDonald's ice cream. And the ice cream machine better be working when I get there.
Weird. If I'm craving ice cream, I usually go to Cold Stone. That usually hits the spot.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Perfectly.
Because even my mom was like, yeah, I mean, we can just go to Cold Stone and get like the signature thing that we get. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to go like all the way out to Cold Stone. And I'm like, chocolate ice cream doesn't seem to be hitting with me right now because that's what we usually get with some other stuff in it. Yeah, it had to be McDonald's ice cream.
So if you want the perfect ice cream, go to Cold Stone, get cake batter. It'll change your life. I promise you. It will change your life.
I don't think I've had cake batter.
So delicious. I love it. It's the only thing I get when I go to Cold Stone.
All right.
But yeah,
I guess I'll have to try that.
I'm so sorry for you. That's horrific. I've been there. You'll get through it.
I know. I see light at the end of this tunnel.
Hopeful. Yeah, I hope.
If it goes for more than 3 days, you're gonna have to put me down.
I'm gonna have to intervene. Yeah.
Yeah. Please, because that's a desperate cry for help.
Yeah.
Also, the Winter Olympics just started.
I have not watched.
I've watched it. I like the Winter Olympics.
I don't care. I don't care.
But I will say I've got beef with whoever is commentating on figure skating. I have
Yeah.
beef with all of you.
Why? What's going on?
Why y'all gotta be so mean? Why y'all a bunch of haters? Literally, the um the guy who is part of the Russian Olympic Committee team,
Hmm.
he literally is gliding onto the ice and they're like, "Oh yeah, this man is the Russians team weakest link." I'm like, "This man hasn't even started yet."
Girl, our countries are fighting. That's kind of that's
Well,
kind of what's going on.
yes, but like he hasn't even started yet, and then he gets a great score at the end, and I'm just like, yeah, that's a big fu from that guy, even though he can't even hear what you're saying about him. And then our guy, man, it's not Nathan Chen, it's the other man. I'm so sorry for forgetting your name.
You can say all the names you want. I don't know any of them.
He goes out there and they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna have to do this to his score and blah blah blah. And, oh, that was a terrible mistake. I'm like, dude, what are we watching two different like sports right now? Like in my eyes, this man is killing it. I know zero about figure skating for sure, but still, like what?
I think that's part of the problem. You don't know what's happening.
I know,
Maybe,
but
maybe,
like,
maybe he is messing up. Who knows?
yeah, but they don't have to be so mean about it, is what I'm saying.
It's
Like you
fine.
watch any other
They can't
sport,
hear it.
you watch
It doesn't
any other
matter.
sport, and they're like, oh no, they like messed up. They need to do this to like recover. Nah, this one's like cutthroat, bro. You breathe wrong, and they're like, yeah, this man is out.
Well,
Like y'all need to like introspect with yourself and how you're treating the sport because dang, y'all act like you hate it.
he's probably just jealous because one, he either was never an Olympic athlete, or or
Probably.
two, he was an Olympic athlete and now he like isn't like famous anymore or whatever,
Mm,
or maybe
mm,
he fell
yeah.
during his routine and
Yeah, he
now
feels like
he's
he was
bitter.
yeah, he's bitter. Yeah, for all of you people who are out there commentating on ice skating, do better,
Yeah,
please. Y'all are just mean.
let's be nicer.
Let's be nicer.
These people are risking their bodies to entertain you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They
Let them
dedicate
off
their
of a
whole
little
lives.
let them off of a little bit of grace.
Right. Okay. Are you ready
Yes, I
for
am.
this week's movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what was this movie?
So
Okay,
did we
yeah,
watch
yeah.
two different movies?
No. We did it. It's just I forgot.
Okay, good.
I
Because I don't want
forgot.
you like halfway into this and you're like, actually,
I've watched a lot of movies this week. I kind
you
of
have.
forgot.
You have. So this week we are doing Miss Congeniality.
Yay.
So this movie starts with little Gracie Hart on the playground who stops a bully by fighting him off another boy. Gracie then tries to cheer up the boy that was bullied by saying how cool he is, and that she has a crush on him because of that. The boy then blames her for now making him seem like he needs a girl to protect him and saying that he doesn't even like her because she's so stupid. She then punches him in the face.
Good for her.
Good for her. Stand up for yourself. Maybe physical violence isn't always the way, but
Eh,
stand up for yourself.
eh.
I
Some
was
people
raised
some
I was
people
raised on the philosophy that I had to get hit first
I was
to
too,
hit back.
but some people just need to be hit. Some people words are not enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's two sentences out and then they're like, "Oh, yeah, you're not going to get this." So,
Yeah. So I'm gonna deck you.
I'm gonna deck you. That'll teach you a lot more than what my words will.
Yeah. You'll pay attention more if I hit you in the face.
True. We then see a grown-up Gracie who is in a bar with a book cam as she and other FBI agents watch for their target.
That was the most obvious looking camera I've
Oh,
ever seen in
yeah,
my entire life.
that was terrible.
And these criminal masterminds didn't notice it. It was huge.
Right. Also, I feel like they were super obvious where they were hiding.
Oh yeah. They weren't
Like,
like secretly coming in, like they were coming in all grandiose,
uh-huh,
flashing their guns. I was like, sir, come on.
right.
If you're
Like, how
gonna
did y'all
commit
even
crimes, do it in secret, not in the
right?
middle of
Like,
this Russian restaurant.
right, y'all coming into this restaurant and just blatantly opening your jacket, showing everybody you've got a gun, first
Yeah,
off, and then doing business in the middle of the restaurant.
terrible, terrible.
They're not even like a back corner booth.
No, they're not in like in a back room or anything. They're in the restaurant. Like
Yeah.
other families are sitting around
Mm-hmm.
eating their meals.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to learn how to be better bad guys.
I'll teach you.
We'll teach
My,
you.
my rate is 5,000 an hour,
Gotta make it worth our while.
but it'll be worth. It's a good investment. It's a good
It
investment.
is. It is. I don't know the name of these people because I couldn't hear them and then I couldn't find them anywhere else. So
Does not
sorry
matter.
to this man. But a man and his cronies enter the bar, and after Gracie identifies them, waits for the exchange of a disc when the FBI storm in. As they are waiting for confirmation on the identity, the suspect then starts to choke on a peanut, and Gracie disobeys orders to save his life. After saving him, he takes her hostage, but she breaks free, and everyone starts to run as an officer gets shot. Everyone is then arrested, and the officer is taken to the hospital. Grace is broken up and upset about it, but Eric, one of her coworkers, sends her home because of how terrible she looks.
Yeah. Um. So I don't blame Grace for what happened. I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
That man was gonna die, and they were just gonna
Right.
sit there and watch him die. And then she was like, "No, he can't die. He needs to go to jail." Um. So what was she supposed to do? Just let him sit there and die?
Right. I mean, her commanding officer was gladly going to do that.
Yeah.
Like he,
I don't blame her.
yeah, I don't either.
I don't.
Mm-mm. At home, Grace is still upset and makes a TV dinner as she goes to get her frustration out on her punching bag.
They should have given her a boxing coach because her form was abysmal.
It really
Like
was.
she was doing the worst boxing I've ever seen in my entire life. I feel like a child could have better form boxing than she did.
Yeah, I don't think you could call what she was doing boxing
It was not
anyway.
boxing.
It was just hitting a punching bag.
Yeah. There was no rhythm. There was
Mm-mm.
no combination. She was just going like wildly.
Yeah, for those who didn't see that, he was just swinging his
I was just
arms.
swinging my arms. And of course, no one saw that because,
Yes.
yeah, this is a podcast.
I forget that sometimes too, like my facial expressions, and I'm like, wait, I actually have to say what I'm doing. How long have we been doing this?
Over a year.
Yeah. We still have not learned.
No.
We then see someone printing out a creepy poem in a room filled with clipped out news articles about somebody called the Citizen. The next day, Gracie is on her way in and gets a call that takes her to Starbucks, where she misuses her FBI badge to order her coffee first in a very busy Starbucks.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. You're not cutting me. I
Yeah,
don't care who you are or what you're getting your coffee for. You're not cutting me.
no.
I
And
will
then
fight.
she proceeds to order like 50 drinks
Yeah, I will
with
fight
food.
you. Yeah, I will fight you. Don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Don't do that to me. Especially if I'm
Yeah.
hungry. I don't care if you're an
Mm,
FBI agent. I will fight you.
right. Right. You're gonna have to take me to jail.
I'll shove that blueberry scone up your ass. How about that?
How's it taste now, bro? Gracie then shows up to work with the coffee, and their morning meeting starts. And they learn from their I'm not English. You think I'd be able to do this? It's later in the day.
Yeah.
And the assistant director lets everybody know that Officer Gary, who's the one that got shot the other night, is doing well and will be released from the hospital in 2 weeks. He then leads with the bad news that the Citizen, they're like one of their like leading, I don't know what you want to call him.
Terrorists?
Is he?
he's a terrorist who's apparent, he or she, we, spoiler
Yeah.
alert, we never find out. Uh
Yeah. The real
they
citizen.
they are committing acts of terror seemingly all over the country.
Yes.
But for some reason they keep sending clues to the FBI, and I'm like, who sends clues before they commit
Right.
terrorism?
Right. Psychopaths?
Yeah,
People who want attention?
it has to be an attention seeking psychopath, because
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to commit terrorism, sure, you can be like,
Yeah.
I did this, whatever,
Yeah,
for
you can
whatever
claim it.
cause. But
Yeah.
like, to actively tell them what you're going to do, it's so stupid.
Yo.
Oh my gosh.
And if they know the MO, why aren't they able to figure it out faster? I'm just
I don't know, because seemingly a lot of terrorist attacks have happened,
mm-hmm.
and they're just like so calm about it. Like, we really need to find this citizen. Like,
Right.
with that much urgency is how they're speaking.
Yeah. They're like, bad news, guys. Citizen is back. And they're like, darn, he is?
Really?
Oh
I
no.
had a vacation this weekend.
Yeah, they do not care. But the citizen has sent another letter that details their next crime. And the assistant director then gives special agent Eric Matthews the lead to take down the citizen and to pick a team to help him. After the meeting, Gracie goes to the assistant director named Harry to apologize for her actions last night. And he is still very angry with her and takes her off of field work as he goes to the review board for her actions. I think this man is going way overboard, by the
Way
way.
overboard. I'm like, all she did was try to stop this man from choking to death. Like,
Right.
you're gonna
Like,
fire her
sure.
for that?
Right. Right. Like, I think you would have been in a lot more trouble if they died
Yeah, you
first.
would have been in way more trouble if he died.
Because then you can't prosecute, you can't get any more evidence,
You can't get any more like people to arrest,
information.
and
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Does
she
this man
helped
even
you
know how to
out.
do? Right.
And then that guy, and then that like FBI agent that got shot, he got shot in like the shoulder. Like, he
Right. He'll
was
be fine.
fine.
He'll be fine. She took so much responsibility for that whole night
Yeah,
when she really shouldn't have.
I would have stayed quiet, but like, that's just me. But
Mm.
yeah.
Grace is then looking over the letter from the citizen over lunch when Eric shows up to check on her.
That was
As she,
lunch.
yeah, it was bright outside.
I thought it was like after work, because like she got a drink, or what we thought was going
Well,
to be a drink.
yes,
So I
yeah.
was like, you
If you look
drink
at the
it?
windows, it's broad daylight.
Okay.
I
So,
think that's why she asked
but
for
that was a bar. So like,
the pint.
do these people drink while they're working?
I don't know.
Okay. Wow. I'm very scared for the safety of this country.
Right. If the FBI is just gonna casually go to a bar
In
for
the
their
middle of the
lunch,
day while they're
yeah.
working.
Mm,
Weird. I mean, I
yeah.
can't speak at my last job. Well, it was usually at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they would most definitely be drinking at the end of the day. We had a very stressful job, but
Yeah, from what I've heard.
they were borderline alcoholics. So, yeah.
Yeah. And they
Yeah.
should have quit when you quit.
No one should do advertising. Advertising should
Yeah.
not exist.
Yeah, no money is good enough for the treatment that Jordan went through, by the way.
No. No.
No. We then find out that Eric is there to meet a woman who is writing a college paper on law enforcement. And
Yes.
Gracie teases them about their not so subtle arrangement.
Yes, when he said she's an undergrad, I
Undergrad.
screamed. I said, undergrad.
Yeah.
You are a grown ass man dating
Yeah.
a college student.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm 24 and I wouldn't date a college student right now.
No,
So
absolutely not.
why is he dating a college student?
This man that looks on the
30.
generous side, late 30s.
He is 30 something
Mm-hmm.
minimum.
Mm-hmm.
If
Like what?
you don't go to a Barnes and Noble and find yourself an appropriately aged woman.
Why Barnes and Noble?
There's a lot of single women in Barnes and Nobles, and you know there are.
Hey, hey, I was there last Monday. Don't call me out like this.
And are you single?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway, don't date college age people if you are not college age.
Yeah,
Thank you
if you're
very
not in
much.
college, don't date someone in college unless they're like older and like went back to school. That's another
Yeah.
story, but you know what we're talking about.
Yes, 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 yes. If they're not your age and in college, don't date them.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, please. Anyway, back at the agency, Grace runs up to Eric saying that she figured out that the citizen is going to attack the Miss United States pageant. And he tells her that they've already figured it out already. As they try to figure out what to do, Eric flounders as Gracie basically maps out everything they should do.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
setup to catching the citizen.
he was so excited about leading, like being point on this like mission, and no one in that room knew how to do anything.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like she had to lay out step by step what to do. Like she even was like contact the officials at the pageant. He didn't even think about that.
I know. Like this man literally they'd be like, "Yeah, so I tried to do this but nothing happened." And then Eric would be like and then Gracie would just swoop in with the information.
No, but really, when she was all like, you should probably contact the pageant officials, and he hadn't even thought about that, I was like, are you kidding me? Like,
Right,
that's
like
the easiest thing to do.
who let this man into the FBI?
Right?
Who let him in? I'm just
I
here to
mean,
talk.
seeing as I've seen that the FBI is recruiting people on LinkedIn,
For
it's not
sure.
great. It's not going great.
Dude, they found this man off of LinkedIn.
Like, there is no reason why I should be getting FBI recruitment stuff in my LinkedIn recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah. That should be like some hidden or only found on government sites.
Government sites, it should be done by like special recruitment, not on LinkedIn. Well, yeah,
Right.
because doesn't
You
like
know
this.
we all lying on our resumes on LinkedIn. What you talking about?
I think the CIA does better. Like, I think they like go to colleges and they recruit people at
Yeah.
colleges.
Yeah.
FBI, let's do better.
Please.
Please.
You're handling our country's security.
Like, there's no reason why I should know that one of my old coworkers' daughters went to Quantico to be a part of the FBI.
Oh my gosh, what?
Yeah, yeah. One of my old coworkers from like a couple of jobs ago,
Uh-huh.
she we were working and she was like, yeah, my daughter is like at Quantico right now. Like she's gonna and then her like home office she's trying to get for San Francisco, and literally told me all pretty much all the stuff her daughter was doing. And I was like, should I be hearing this?
Right. I feel like you shouldn't have.
I feel like I shouldn't be hearing all of this.
Right. You're like checking everywhere. Like, is an FBI agent gonna like come and smack me down and be like, MIB on me? Like, look into this light. You're gonna
Yeah.
forget
You're
everything
gonna
you
forget
heard.
everything you just heard. So yeah, let's do better, FBI.
Please. That's
Please.
bare minimum, guys. Eric then contributes one idea that they should send an undercover agent, and then takes all the credit for Grace's ideas, which I would have
Yeah.
killed that man. I'm sorry. Eric and Grace and the team then go through the FBI agent database to find their women
This was
or their
ridiculous.
team. And it devolves into them dressing up agents in dresses or bikinis.
How long did they just sit doing this?
Right.
Like
They attracted a crowd.
like there is so much stuff happening in this country at all times, and they had time to gather like 20 people to sit around and play with like Cher's computer program from Clueless.
Yeah. And they're getting paid to do this, by the way.
We are paying them to do this.
Yeah, they're doing this on company time.
Yes. It's tax season right now, and you know what you're paying for? This.
Yeah, you're playing for agents to play dress up.
Yeah, so much fun.
So much fun. I want to be an FBI agent. They'll probably let me in.
I mean, you want me to send you the LinkedIn link?
It is then broken up when Eric does assistant director Harry and is caught by the man himself. And Gracie is caught away from her desk and is sent back. But before she can leave, they do Grace and think she could be the undercover agent. Grace is then at the gym boxing when Eric comes to convince her to go undercover, but she doesn't want to act like an airheaded bimbo. Grace and Eric then fight over her femininity and her role as an agent as others come to watch. Eric then tells her that she's already been approved and she reluctantly agrees. Why didn't he just tell her from the get-go?
I don't know. I don't know why she was so defensive about it. Like, I literally don't get it. She was like, no, I don't want to brush my hair. I don't even own a brush. And I was like, ew.
Yeah, that should not be a thing you just shout out to the world.
Yeah. And then she was like, I don't want to be an airhead who just sits there in a bikini and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. Who cares?
So
like, you have a job to do, ma'am.
Right, you've literally been
put on that bikini, holster your pistol, and let's go. Like, what's happening here?
Let's go save America.
Yeah, save America.
Eric and Grace then go to the Miss United States pageant office. And on the way, Gracie questions why any girl would pander to men and misogyny by participating in something like this. Which, ladies, can we not pander to men or misogyny in any way, shape, or form, please?
It's never gonna happen. I'm so sorry. We've tried so hard. It's not gonna happen. In fact, women are starting to revert, and it's getting I've seen some things on Twitter. I've seen some things on TikTok. It's time to wrap it up, Lord. Let's go. Wrap it up. Any aliens who are listening at this very moment, wrap it up.
Come on down, please.
Please take us out. There are some quote unquote feminists who are trying to like revert back to the time when women didn't have jobs and they stayed at home. And I'm like, that's not you're not doing what you think you're doing. Please,
you're not.
Stop. If you want to stay home, that's one thing. But
it's like when people go so far left and they think they're still on their side, but like if you actually listen to what they're saying, you're like, you're not saying what you think you're saying.
Yeah, you're not saying what you think you're saying. Or even if you are, it sounds terrible.
Right. You're not wording it in a way that is for your team.
Yeah, please shut up. Some people should just not talk.
Yeah. Once in the office, they meet Kathy Morningside and Stan Fields, who oppose the FBI being a part of their pageant. But they relent when Kathy says that she needs to put the safety of her girls first. Kathy then finds out that Gracie will be filling in for the girl who won the title of representing New Jersey. I don't know how that goes. Yeah, Miss New Jersey. As the girl who did win is needing to step down after it was found out that she was in a porn film.
Yeah, that's a no-no. You can't do that.
No.
In fact, to be Miss, what is it, USA, whatever they're doing for this movie,
USA,
you have to be single. You have to be like under 25 or 28 or whatever the fucking age is. You have to never have been married, don't have any kids, because that devalues you.
Oh yeah. Blech.
God forbid you have a child.
Right.
Or be married. Other men won't desire you anymore.
You'll be off the market. You will not be appealing. You will let your body go after you have a child.
Yeah. And we need you to be just sexy enough to not offend men.
2 out of 5 men must find you attractive at all
Yeah.
times.
Otherwise, we have a problem.
Otherwise, you failed women. Someone get this out of me. Whatever this was that I said. Kathy then gives Eric and Grace Victor Melling's number, who is a pageant consultant or agent,
Sure, let's
something
go a
like that.
consultant.
Yes. Gracie and Eric then meet Victor at a restaurant. And after Victor sees Grace, he says that he wants to quit because he can't get her ready in 2 days.
She doesn't even have basic table manners.
Oh, absolutely not.
Like, did she not have a family? Like, did she not have family dinners and they didn't like teach her how to hold your fork, not to speak with your mouth full, not to smack? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, she was raised in a barn.
And no, that's not even nice to the animals. The animals have more decorum. She eats like she was raised in the forest just by herself.
Yeah, no cutlery, no plates, no one else to talk to.
No frame of reference of how you're supposed to eat like a human being. Just this is her first time inside a restaurant. They let her in, they put her food down, and she was like, well, let's try it.
Let's see how this
goes.
But Victor does decide to stay when he hears that lunch is free. Eric then bails after getting a weird vibe from Victor. Victor then immediately starts coaching Grace after seeing how gross she is while they're eating, in all manners of speaking.
Because she is.
He then tells her,
like, not even to like, I'm not even going to talk about her looks because, like, whatever.
That
just like her eating is disgusting.
She literally has takes 2 bites and then starts speaking.
Yeah.
And then continues to chew while she's speaking.
And then she's doing something that irks me to my very soul. She's like scraping her fork against her plate. I hate that. It pisses me off. I hate it so much.
Yeah, no. You want to lick the plate instead? Would that make it easier?
Oh my gosh. I just hate bad manners, but like that's a different conversation for a different day.
Victor then tells Grace how famous and sought after he was and how he was disgraced after a girl that he was consulting gave an interview saying how demanding he was. Grace then asks how they were put together, and he tells her that every other consultant already had somebody to work with, so he was saddled with her. They leave the restaurant after seeing her walk like a literal Neanderthal.
Yeah.
He gives her instructions on how to, quote unquote, glide.
She doesn't even walk like a normal human being, which is funny. Like, she like slumps over and she like, she does like a Neanderthal walk. Just
she has her arms out like those like really jacked guys at the gym that have to have their arms out at their sides because they have so much muscle. But she's the opposite. So it just looks odd that her arms are like so far out from her sides.
Yeah.
We then watch the citizen make the beginnings of a bomb. Later that day, Gracie and Victor go over pageant videos as they and the FBI team go to the pageant. Eric then asks for an update on how Grace is doing, and Victor says that she isn't making any progress. The team then shows up at a warehouse where a huge team of beauticians and medical personnel get her pageant ready, and the FBI get their guns and gears ready at the same time.
There's literally a scene where they're waxing her, but there's no hair on her body.
Yeah, there isn't.
Like, they just start waxing and it's like it looks exactly the same because there was no hair there.
Yeah, they literally shaved her legs and they're like, oh crap, we gotta wax her legs.
Yeah. I was like, why? There's nothing there.
I mean, they also could have just gotten somebody else on set. We couldn't have known it was her legs specifically.
Yeah, those could have been anyone's legs.
Right. Y'all. Eric and the team are waiting on Grace when the warehouse opens and Victor and the team reveal her in a hall of her new pageant-ready glory.
Except, how does she learn how to walk in? Well, I mean, she couldn't, but
She couldn't.
she was walking fairly well for someone who
Yeah.
never walks in
Wore
heels.
heels. Yeah. Yeah, she did very well
She did
considering.
very
And
well.
they were like, shit, they were skinny heels too.
Yes.
Like, I don't know, I don't care who you are, those are still kind of difficult to walk in. We then see Grace and Victor show up to the hotel and meet with Kathy, and she is surprised at Grace's transformation and leads her to the bus where the other ladies are going to a luncheon.
Yes. They're now in San Antonio.
Yes, they are now in San Antonio.
Fun fact, I used to live in San Antonio. Those were very dark days, but I did.
You got through it, and look at you now.
I got through it. I love to visit. Love to visit. Never
Really?
living there again. Fun to visit though.
I've never been down there before.
Oh, it's fun for a tourist.
Okay.
Like
But to
non-COVID
live there?
times.
Oh.
Like, yeah, go downtown, go to the Alamo. Very fun. There's like a little mall inside the Alamo now.
Oh.
Great shopping. I think they just like last time I was there, I think they just like made Margaritaville. So like, yay, get drunk by the
Oh.
river walk. They have like this like needle you could go up, like a space
Mm-hmm.
needle like they have in Seattle. You can
Mm-hmm.
go up there. I think there's like a ride in there now,
Oh.
which is weird because it just used to
Interesting.
be like a restaurant and then like I think a museum.
Mm.
And then great like theme parks kind of nearby. They have a SeaWorld out there, but I don't contribute to SeaWorld, so that's not happening.
Boo.
Haven't been to SeaWorld since I was in like elementary school, y'all. I don't contribute to SeaWorld. There's a Six Flags out there. If you go more towards Austin, there is a Slitterbahn, greatest water park I've ever been to in my entire life. Want to go
Oh.
back, especially now as an adult. They have like bars everywhere, like, and every pool has a bar. Like, you can just get drunk as hell and go ride some water slides, and it seems like fun.
Peak
So yeah,
living.
peak living.
So is the Alamo Dome real?
Alamo Dome.
The Alamo Dome. Where
There,
the
I don't know if it's called that anymore,
Oh, okay.
but
Because that's where the pageant's being held.
there is like a stadium nearby. I don't know if it's called
Okay.
the Alamo Dome, but it
Okay.
is right next to like downtown.
Okay. So on the bus, Grace sits with Cheryl from Rhode Island and is stunned by the women when they start singing the Miss United States song, which
Oh my
she
gosh,
doesn't know.
I forgot about this.
What?
Did you notice there's two New Yorks? There's
I
two
don't
Miss New
know.
Yorks. There's
I did
one.
it.
There's like when they're getting on the bus.
Uh-huh.
Stan says, "Hey, Miss New York," to like a white woman, and like she
Oh.
gets on, and then when we get on, like when we get to the luncheon or whatever, Miss New
Mm-hmm.
York is like Hispanic.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
whoa, why are there
That's
two Miss New
interesting.
Yorks?
Is it like upstate New York and like New York State? Like New York
New
City, New
York
York
City,
City,
New
and
York City, Miss New York, upstate Miss New
upstate.
York.
I feel like that would actually happen in New York because New York people are pretty snobby about where they come from.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my gosh, I'm from this borough or blah blah blah.
They
Like, bro,
had
I
a
don't
Miss New York
care.
for every borough. I'm Brooklyn, New York. I'm Manhattan, New York.
I'm Queens.
I'm Queens.
I on the down low, I'm sure that happens. The supreme New Yorker. At the luncheon, Cheryl then introduces Grace to a couple of other women. Also, I apologize to these women. I do not know their names.
You could just say their states. Their names don't matter.
I don't even know which states they come from. I only know Alaska and
I
Hawaii
remember
and New York.
We met New York,
Uh-huh.
Miss California,
Oh, we did?
Miss Texas.
Okay.
Where's Cheryl from?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island, and Hawaii, which by the way, Miss Hawaii is fine. So fucking
Yeah.
hot. Like,
Yeah.
wow. The fact that she didn't come in like the top two is astounding to me.
Maybe
Like,
they didn't like her talent or her interview answers.
oh, we don't know. We never see.
Yeah, we don't.
We
We
never
don't see
see.
this lady anywhere.
But yeah, 10 out of 10. Super fine. Wonder what she's doing today.
Great casting.
I'm gonna look her up. You keep talking.
All right. Eric and the team are watching from the pin that they gave Grace, and they find out that Grace's earpiece isn't working. Kathy then gives an introduction speech and invites Stan, the director of events, to speak as well, and announces his retirement. One of the other ladies at Grace's table says that he's actually getting fired for someone younger. Grace's earpiece then starts to work, and she makes a scene when it comes on in the middle of Stan's speech and covers her mistake by saying that she forgot to pray before eating. And everyone joins her in her very big prayer.
Yeah, that was very awkward.
It really was. I don't know what I would do if I was her. Or if I was in that room. I think I would have just cringed myself to death.
And I'm like, oh, I have a cramp. Like something better.
Right. Like, oh my gosh, like my chest started hurting by like randomly. Ow.
Yeah.
Come on.
Update on Miss Hawaii.
Okay.
Nothing much going on.
Oh no.
Last thing she was in 2014.
Oh, yeah. Is it anything I know? Or you know?
Some Star Trek thing I've never heard of.
Oh, really?
Star Trek Continues? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know anything other than the new movies and the original Star Trek.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. So
sorry to Miss Hawaii.
Sorry, Miss Hawaii.
What's her real name?
Asia DeMarcos.
Sorry, Asia DeMarcos. I hope you're living a good life, though.
Yeah, I hope you're having a great time. Whatever you're doing.
Whatever you're doing. After the luncheon, Gracie and the other states then learn a dance number, which she is not cut out for.
No.
That night, Cheryl comes over to Grace's room, and they share hot chocolate as they talk about their talents and how they should believe in one another's ability to win, and accidentally wake up Grace's roommate.
Miss Texas.
I love how she says that she's in a REM cycle. She doesn't even say she's asleep.
She was like, I'm in a REM cycle.
I'm in a REM cycle.
I'm like, no, you're not.
No,
if you can wake up that easily, you're not in REM sleep.
Right. Sorry to burst that bubble. Grace then goes to bed, but has to get up when Eric knocks on her patio door to bring her to Victor. Victor and Grace are on stage practicing for her debut and freaks out when he finds that she doesn't have a talent. but she says that she has it handled as she goes to find room service.
Yeah, she's like, there's something I've been doing since high school. And he's like, you're not having sex on this stage. That was so random.
It really was.
So funny. What if she did do that though?
She's like, I didn't know that was an option.
Like what if she like got on stage, pulled out of bed, picked out a random man,
right?
It was like, I'm going to show you safe sex, and just has sex with him on stage.
I'd love it if she like just detailed the whole thing, like told everyone what was going on as it was happening.
Each position, the importance of communication during sex.
Right. Safe words and being open with one another.
And she's like, and it's not over until you both climax.
Don't fake it, ladies.
Don't fake it. It's
Tell
bad.
him if he needs to try harder.
Yeah.
Please tell me that could be real. Just don't even tell people that you're having sex. Just tell them that you're doing a demonstration
Yeah.
on safe sex. Don't give any more information. That's amazing. We then see the citizen drive to an empty location and drop a mannequin with the bomb that he made earlier attached to its forehead, drive a safe distance away from it, and then blow it up. It's early morning the next day, and Eric takes Gracie back to her room, and he compliments her on the dress that she was wearing, and she makes fun of him for liking her. And when it seems like they'll kiss, he takes out a candy bar and bites that and leaves. Grace is then in the beauty room about to get ready when Cheryl comments on how tired she looks. Grace's roommate then says that a man came to get her, and the other girls from the lunch table come to hear the tea. Grace then makes up a story about how she dated the guy that came to get her, but he was a liar, dumb, and had a small penis, so she broke up with him. We then see Stan start the talent show, and we watch as a bunch of ladies showcase their many abilities. Grace then goes up in her little, what is that?
Her like German outfit.
Yes.
Which you see a woman at like the beginning.
Yeah, wearing the
same outfit.
Yeah, that's a movie fact that I didn't put in my notes, but yeah, that's true. And shows off her playing a version of the water harp or water harmonica.
Yeah, she plays water glasses.
Yes, and two bells.
Yeah, add a little spice.
A little interest. Kathy then questions Victor's ability of handling Grace. Grace then spots a man in the crowd with a possible weapon during her performance and gets Eric and the guys to take him down, which causes a huge scene. Kathy and Stan then call a meeting with Grace and the FBI, and they question everybody's ability to do their job. Eric then reveals that they got evidence that the citizen is a woman from DNA that they found on the letter. Kathy then talks to Grace alone and says that she has dedicated her entire life to the scholarship pageant and fighting against women like Gracie, who are ugly feminists.
Her calling her ugly was so uncalled for, but she did it anyway.
She literally starts with like, yeah, all you feminists, blah, blah. And y'all are ugly too. Like, y'all, you didn't have to go that far, but you did. Kathy then says that she won't bend to their demands and the way that the FBI is working. That night, Grace and Victor are practicing again, and Eric meets with his team and hears that the assistant director, Harry, is coming to see him after Grace's mess up, and he goes on a walk. Victor then starts...
He goes for a swim.
Yes, sorry.
He goes for a swim.
Yes.
Very important. He goes for a swim.
Victor then starts the interview with Grace, and she refuses to answer the questions. Victor then calls her lifestyle and her character into question, which angers her, and she walks out to find Eric at the pool. Grace then tells Eric that she's quitting because she can't handle what's going on and that she wants to be an agent because that's what she is, and she wants to do her job and not be a part of the pageant anymore. Eric then reassures her and tells her to give the ladies and Victor another chance, and she decides to try again when Eric drags her into the pool.
In the dress she's supposed to be wearing the next day.
Yeah, I would have been pissed.
Like, sir, I haven't been getting any sleep.
Mm-hmm. She hasn't slept in like 3 days.
She hasn't slept in like 3 days. And you're gonna ruin the dress I'm supposed to be wearing.
Right. And I love how she's all like, I'm gonna tell Victor.
Yeah.
You are not putting this on
Victor.
me.
You're
gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. He's already starving me. I can't deal with this.
Dude, if I was tired and hangry, bro.
Oh, I would have shot someone.
Yeah.
which is why I should never have a gun, and I never will have a gun.
Yes, yes, because the potential for violence
Yeah.
because of something so tiny as me being tired or hungry. The next day, the ladies are getting ready in their swimsuits, and the guys gather around to watch from Grace's cam. Victor then shows up with fake boobs to help
Mm,
fill out
good old chicken
Grace's top.
cutlets.
The little chicken cutlets. Let's go. And Eric covers the screen to protect her dignity. Stan then starts the swimsuit preliminaries as Grace starts to freak out, and Victor reassures her before pushing her out onto the stage. Grace and the other ladies model, and Kathy still isn't impressed with her. The interviews then start, and Grace gets intel that Cheryl could be the citizen because of her activist days and like her early college days. But Grace doesn't believe it. Eric and
Because
Victor then
Cheryl is dumb.
yes.
Which
Um,
which which colored me shocked when I found out that she is a physics major
yes. Yeah.
studying particle physics. I almost shat myself.
Maybe she's one of those people that's book
Book
smart,
smart, but not street smart.
not street smart.
Okay,
Yes.
it has to be that.
Yeah, because there's no other explanation.
No.
Because she gets asked what her perfect date is, and she gives
April
a
15th.
literal 25th.
It's the 25th. That was the 15th.
Yeah, April
Okay.
25. It's not too hot, not
Not
too
too
cold.
cold. All
All
you
you
need
need
is
is a
a
light
light
jacket.
jacket.
The look on Stan's face when she says that, and she's so proud of herself.
She somehow makes it to the next round too.
Yeah. People probably found her really endearing. That's
uh,
literally her only saving grace.
and then can we talk about Grace's very problematic interview question?
Mm.
What was the question? What was the
Um,
question? It was something along the lines of like, what is something you want most in the world or something like that.
yeah.
And then she answers, I would like harsher punishments for parole violators. Why? I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, you should have let her finish, Stan.
Yeah.
We wanted a follow-up question.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question. Why do you hate people of color?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that like everyone is dead silent, and then she says "world peace," and
World
everyone's like,
and world
"Yeah!"
and world peace.
um, After the interviews, Grace brings Cheryl and the other girls pizza and beer so that they can talk. But she is too sad after how bad she did in her interviews. The girls then go for the pizza after Cheryl is convinced to have some. The girls then end up at a club and party together. The other girls leave at some point, and Grace starts her or tries her girl talk.
No,
I
she
love.
didn't. She
I
didn't even.
mean,
She didn't even try. Like
have you ever done anything illegal?
she sat down and was like, "Have you ever done anything illegal?" Like that's her first question.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't her first thing. Like at
Well.
first, she was like, um, she kept like trying to like get Cheryl to drink,
Yeah.
and then Cheryl was like, "Wow, I'm not even like noticing anything."
That's when you know you're in danger, though.
And then she was like, "I don't even feel anything," and then she was like, "Really?"
Right. Because how many had she had? Three?
A couple,
Yeah, a
and
couple.
beer.
And beer, yes. Um, Cheryl then says that her only crime is stealing underwear. Red underwear specifically because
Satan's
mom
panties.
wouldn't her mom wouldn't buy it for her because they were Satan's panties.
You
But
know,
then
everything red is Satan.
yes. Yes, of course. And then finds out that Cheryl was trigger warning. I'll give you 2 seconds. Hello, we're going to talk about sexual assault. Yay. No, not yay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not yet.
Um, um, But Grace finds out that Cheryl was sexually assaulted by her lit professor who called her in to quote unquote talk about her paper. Um, and Cheryl is super nonchalant about it, but Grace is super upset and asks if she reported it, which Cheryl says no, because doesn't it happen to everybody, which breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Serious note, if you are sexually assaulted or know anybody who is sexually assaulted, please get help. Find help.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not, none of that is funny. Very serious for 2 seconds.
Yes.
Get help. Find somebody who you trust, and you two can find help together if you can't do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
End of our PSA. Grace then teaches her, or tries to teach her, protective moves when Cheryl just straight passes out.
Yep. I guess she felt it now.
I guess she felt it now. Isn't it always when you stand up? If you've been sitting for a long time drinking?
Girl, don't ask me. Don't ask me. I go from 0 to 100 and real quick. And then the problem isn't me staying like coherent and awake. The problem is me walking. So yeah, I can't walk straight.
Oh, okay.
Can't. Birthday trips coming up. Maybe I'll get drunk, show y'all how I can't walk.
Okay. Can we do a version of Drink Around the World there, or no?
I think we could.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We'll even pregame a little. We'll sneak some drinks in. We'll
Okay.
see. We'll see what happens.
Right. Why not? In the bathroom, Grace is cleaning up Cheryl and learns from the other girls that Kathy is getting fired for allegations against her. I don't remember. Something about her poisoning one of her pageant ladies when she was a pageant lady herself.
I don't know how that worked. She was,
yeah,
they said that the winner got food poisoning, and I was like, but she still won. I don't understand how Kathy became.
Oh, because Kathy was runner up. If anything happens to the crowned winner, then the runner up gets her place.
But it's just food poisoning. Like, that's not that bad. It's not like
she'll recover.
She'll recover in like a day or two. It's not like she was in the hospital for like a couple of months.
Right.
Like, she had food poisoning. That's why I'm so confused as to why she got the crown.
Yeah. Maybe
who cares that much?
Poisoning. Maybe she died from the food poisoning.
Maybe. Who cares that much though?
Yeah.
Are there really people out there that care that much?
I can't even tell you, bro. I don't know. I mean, maybe
because we like live in like a social media age where like really much all anyone wants is exposure. But do people actually care about winning?
Right. So
because
bad.
The average American cannot tell you who Miss USA is right now.
True.
Like, I could not tell you.
Yeah. But maybe that's why they keep their secrets so that they can do whatever they want.
Maybe.
So that they can do their demonstration on safe sex. And no one will hear about it. Grace is surprised about the news about Kathy and rushes to tell Eric. At their hotel room, Grace goes to tell Eric about Kathy when Harry says that the op is done after they've already found the citizen. They said he was in a shack somewhere.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense. How would... Anyway. Grace brings up the evidence with Kathy and that she could be a copy of the real citizen, but Harry won't listen to her, and Eric won't stand up for her when she asks him to. Grace then asks to stay behind with a small team, and Harry says no, that she'll have to do it by herself as a private citizen only, and to turn in her gun and badge. This man is so hurt and angry. Like,
yeah,
bro.
Very angry man.
Yeah, dude. Take a chill pill.
She's like, hey, just in case, maybe we should stay. He's like, what do you mean we should stay?
Oh my, you're right.
Like, he calm down.
Yeah. Listen. 2 seconds,
Listen.
please.
Listen.
Right. Get the little angry man in your head to sit down for 2 seconds.
Yeah, please.
Please. I don't know how you even got to your position with all the anger you have. Grace then questions Eric on how he didn't stand up for her. And he says he lives by the rule book. And so he couldn't do anything about it. What the hell was that?
What was what?
There was like a creepy choir singing in my house downstairs.
I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry. That freaked me out. I was like, what the hell? Because I don't think anybody's home right now. It freaked me out. Okay.
You're dying.
If I go missing.
You're going to heaven. They're calling you, Kelly. Go.
Oh God, I'm turning my video on. You have to see if I disappear or something.
Okay.
Okay. That night in Kathy's office, she looks at the letter that she sent in the citizen style, and looks at the crown that she will be giving to the winner of the pageant, and relives her moment when she won the crown. Her son Frank then comes in and says that they can't get away with their plan because of what the FBI is doing, but Kathy says that she'll handle it. The next day, the FBI is packing up their stuff when Gracie runs to Victor's room to ask him to help her with the pageant and protecting the other girls. Victor says he won't help because he won't be paid, but says that he has taught her everything that he can, and he's actually super proud of her and leaves her with a gift and congratulates her as he leaves. I love that he's all like, I'm out because I won't be paid.
Yeah, he's like,
same.
They said if I don't leave now, I don't get my check. So, gotta
go. I'll see you next time. You're a great person, by the way, but I need to get paid.
I'll cheer you on from the plane.
In the dressing room, the other girls wonder where Grace is when she shows up late, and the other girls show up to help her get ready last minute. The girls are then going on stage, and Grace watches Kathy and Frank's interaction and the fact that she forgot a suitcase, and she rushes to it. The pageant then starts, and Grace finds that it's a case of mics and then runs to get in line as it ends on the stage. Grace joins the other girls on stage and joins in the dance.
You're one in a million.
Can I just say that song was stuck in my head for a good amount of time after I watched it?
Oh my gosh, no.
It's actually kind of a bop. I'm sorry.
Da-da, da-da. You're one in a million. That was gonna be stuck in my head. Thanks a lot.
See? After the dance, Stan comes on stage with Kathy joining him, and they announce the 10 finalists. And it's the main girlies plus a few others and Grace. When I tell you I put zero effort into learning the main girls' names and the other states,
The fact that I would have sat there and paused to put every single girl's name down, or at least like their state. Like I wouldn't have gone to learn their names. But and then you were just like the main girlies.
Well, I mean, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Alaska, Hawaii, New York.
Alaska is not a main girly at all. No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We went through this. It's Texas, Hawaii, California, New York, Rhode Island, and Grace, New Jersey.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love how I said I know who the main girlies are, and then you right from the gate just said a wrong state.
But Alaska is in there. But
yeah, she is. She is, but she's not a main girly.
She's not a main girly.
Sorry.
She's a side chick.
While Grace and the others get ready,
you're gonna have to say everything you just said again.
Oh, flip!
You froze
off a bridge,
and I thought you were being murdered or something.
Damn! I should have noticed you were frozen and hid under my desk or something. That would have been hilarious. Or not.
No, it would not have been. Because then I would have had to go through my phone, hope that your parents' numbers are still active, and try to call them.
I just witnessed murder.
Hi, I think your daughter was just murdered.
That's not a terrifying phone call to get.
This isn't their phone number anymore. Sorry.
Oh, okay, but if I do ever end up dead and you need to call my parents, their phone numbers are the same.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Cool. Good to know.
Great. What was the last thing you heard?
The main all the girlies are in the
The
top
main
10.
girlies. Yes, okay. So the FBI and Victor are getting ready to board their plane, and Eric asks another agent the information that they could find on Kathy. And they find that she doesn't have anything on her, but is shocked to find out that she does have a son named Frank that changed his last name to his mother's to hide his indiscretions. While Grace and the others get ready for their talent spots in the pageant, she gives Cheryl flaming batons as Eric and Victor come to the pageant. Cheryl then does her routine with her new batons as the guys sneak onto the stage, and the girls cheer for her when she sees Victor. Eric then catches Gracie up and tells them that Frank is the guy that they're looking for as Victor gets her ready, and that they don't have any backup to help them. Frank then drops a package in the janitor's closet as Gracie finds that her water glasses have been drank from, so now she can't use them.
Yeah, those girls did that on purpose.
They really did.
They did it over because she has performed this talent before, and they see a table full of glasses, and they're now like, hey, maybe those glasses belong to the girl who does glass like work.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely not.
And then they're
this
like,
is just random water for me to drink.
And then they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
we
like,
didn't mean
no.
to. Haters.
Haters.
They're just mad because they didn't make it to the top 10. Haters.
We're just saying. Grace is then called on stage and changes her talent to self-defense demonstration with Eric's help. During her demonstration, Kathy gets Frank to polish the crown for the pageant. Mm-hmm. We then see Frank changing out the crown to the other with a bomb attached to it as Gracie is announced with half of the other girlies.
Oh my gosh.
One of the 5 finalists.
Do you guys want me to tell you who the top 5 were?
Yes, tell us.
The top 5 are Miss Texas, Miss Hawaii.
Okay.
Oh, no, not Miss White. Miss California, Miss Alaska, Grace, Cheryl.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The interviews are then conducted, and Grace gets a question on how the pageant is seen by other people. And her heartfelt answer of how she has grown as a person with the other ladies makes Victor very proud. It is then found out that Grace and Cheryl are the last 2 girls as Eric finds Frank. He is caught by security. Cheryl is then named Miss United States, and Grace warns her to not take the crown, but she can't hear her, and Grace is dragged off stage. The crown is then put on Cheryl as Grace fights back to her and causes a scene taking the crown away as Eric fights Frank and loses the remote.
Let me just say, Grace was beating everybody's ass.
She really was.
She was truly trying to get that crown off of Cheryl's head. Like, several girls were holding her back. She fought them off. Security came. She fought them off. Miss Texas came. She punched her in the face.
Right.
Got her off. She was not going to let Cheryl die.
Absolutely not. She
was like, that's my best friend.
Yeah.
I'm not letting my best friend die.
Not on live television.
No, that's embarrassing.
And not by a crusty old woman.
No. Not today.
Not today. Kathy then finds the control and presses the button just as Grace throws the crown, and Cheryl passes out after it explodes. After the event, Grace and Eric lead Kathy in handcuffs to a cop car as Kathy tries to fight back. Eric then catches up with Gracie and congratulates her as they awkwardly go around each other until he finally asks her out, and they kiss.
Don't know why she wanted to go out with him, but that's a discussion for another day, for another movie as well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Now he has to break up with his 22-year-old college girlfriend.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, there's a Baskin Robbins next to her campus. She'll be fine.
The next day, Eric and Grace go to leave, but are dragged back by Victor under the pretense of an emergency. But it's just a luncheon to celebrate Grace, which she tries to run away from, but is awarded Miss Congeniality by Cheryl and the other ladies.
Yay.
She then gives a speech and says that she is honored and touched and gets emotional, but the girlies come and hug her and congratulate her. And that's the end of the movie.
That's the end of the movie. Great time. Favorite part of the entire movie was Grace is beating the shit out of everybody.
Yeah.
A bomb just went off, and Stan is still just reciting his speech at the end.
I love that for him. He's literally, he's not even trying to like stop the fighting. He's literally like, I'm just trying to hold this show together.
He's like, here she is, Miss United States. The stage is on fire. Comedy gold. Comedy gold.
It was so funny.
So funny. But yeah, that was great, Kelly.
It was.
I'm ready for the movie facts.
Okay. There weren't that many that were too great, but I found some ones that I liked. Sandra Bullock wanted the swimsuit scene, the first one, where like the one that she was freaking out at. She wanted it taken out, and she tried to get it out multiple times because she hated how she was in it and like the whole having everybody in the swimsuits. But the creators decided to keep it in anyway.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock and Benjamin Bratt, who played Eric, did their own stunts. The wrestling scene was done by the two actors, and Sandra Bullock said that was easier to film than doing her pageant scenes in 6-inch heels.
She's lying, but okay. She just wants to seem like so like above it all, but she's lying.
You never know.
There's no way that fight with a grown man was easier than just walking in heels.
Yeah.
She's lying. She's a movie star. She walks in heels pretty much for a living. Stop lying.
That doesn't mean it's comfortable, bro.
But it's harder than stunt work, Kelly. I could walk in heels. I've never done it before, but I know I could walk in heels.
All right. Cheryl's answer to the question, what is your idea of a perfect date, was actually used as an answer in a real life beauty pageant.
A girl like before this movie or after this movie?
It didn't specify, but I'm sure after.
Thank goodness. Like, I hope it was like an homage to the movie and not they plucked it out of a real girl's answer because she was that dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's after.
I really hope so.
Also, the date that was chosen, April 25th, was chosen by William Shatner. Because it's his wife's birthday.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So every time we post a meme about April 25th, we're actually celebrating his wife's birthday.
Wow, he thought ahead.
He really did. Good for him. So here comes the question. Do you think this movie is iconic or not?
Of course it is. This is Miss Congeniality. This is back when Sandra Bullock was killing the game.
Oh, yeah.
This was her era.
Yeah,
rom-coms.
she was literally in her bag.
She was in her bag. I think she's starting to do rom-coms again. I think she has one coming out with Channing Tatum.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I wanted to.
I might go see it. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It
But
looks really funny.
like, yeah, love this movie. So funny.
It's so funny.
So good.
It's really good.
I watched the second one after I watched this.
Yes, you did.
I did. Uh do I like the second one better? No, I like this one better. But
I was about to say.
still a good movie overall.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you've never seen this movie before, watch it. It's great.
It's a really good movie.
Really good movie.
Also, just watch a lot of Sandra Bullock's movies. They're really good.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your recommendations for this week?
Oh yay, I have 3. So
jeez.
my first one is Te Amo by Rihanna. Love it.
Oh.
Great song. It's on her Rated R album, I believe. I listened to all of her albums. So they're kind of all mushing together at this point. But yeah, great song. Please listen to it. Second one is All the Small Things by Blink 182. On TV this weekend, they were playing like the original Charlie's Angels movies. And you know how at the end of the first one, they play All the Small Things. Love that song. So I had to recommend it this week. And like low-key recommend Charlie's Angels. Which we need to do Charlie's Angels too, because I have some thoughts. I have some thoughts. My third recommendation is a song called X by Tinashe. Great song off of her 333. Is that how you would say it? 333? I don't know.
Yeah, something like
album. That album.
We know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think that album just came out like last year. Great song. Love it. What about you, Kelly?
So my first recommendation is a movie called Under the Tuscan Sun. It is my favorite movie to watch when I'm sad.
Heard of it? Or never seen it.
I am going to make you watch it. Believe me.
Is it what type of movie is it?
I don't want to say rom-com, but it might be. Let me look.
It's a rom-com. I can tell.
It's a romance drama.
I can tell solely from this movie poster.
Yeah, don't look at the cast.
Okay.
I want to surprise you with that one.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, that's my first recommendation. Please watch it if you haven't, or wait for the episode when we do it, because I will be making Jordan watch it. Honestly, who doesn't want to run away from their current life to renovate a villa in Italy?
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Doesn't it? My second recommendation is the Kiki's Delivery Service soundtrack.
What is that?
It's my favorite movie ever. I literally have the movie like memorized like the back of my hand. It's literally just like orchestra music, but like I love it. It's super, like there's one song that's super heartbreaking, and then like all the other songs are super soothing. I love listening to it.
This is that movie where when you go to the movie theaters and they have like that thing where they're playing like anime movies and they have like Ponyo,
the Ghibli, Ponyo,
and then this, and then
Princess
like
Mononoke,
and then like another,
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away. This is one of those. Yes.
This is yes.
Yes.
They barely play it because they want to play the newer ones, but it's my favorite Ghibli movie.
It's on HBO Max if you have HBO Max, so yay.
See, but I don't know which version it is.
There's versions?
Yeah, so there's the version where Gigi actually speaks. Gigi's the cat. And then there's the American version where Gigi literally all of his lines are cut. and Gigi's literally like the comic relief, and I love him.
I'm sure they
but
have both.
I hope so, because like I'm literally so sad that my VHS just broke because now I can't watch Kiki's Delivery Service, because we did find it on DVD, but it's not the right version, and I was so
It's in
mad.
English, so I think it's the American version with Kristen
Flip.
Dunst. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the American version.
Damn it, my elbow.
You're so dumb. I hate you so much.
Now I'm stuck.
Good.
Wait a minute.
Good.
Wait a minute. Do the outro. Do the outro.
Yeah, this is over. Like this entire podcast is over. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow. She still can't get up. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and Instagram. They're both at SYTYI Podcast. Don't forget to send us your movie stories at our email, sytyipodcast@gmail.com, or you can request a movie there.
Yes.
You know, just say hi, whatever you want. If you want to send us a gift, like email me.
If you're gonna take our advice and do the demonstration on safe sex for your next beauty pageant.
Yeah, if you're in a beauty pageant, 18 plus, go ahead and take our talent idea.
Yeah.
Give a demonstration on safe sex.
Yeah.
The judges won't see it coming.
They really won't.
They really won't.
And you get audience participation, which makes it, everybody's included.
Everyone loves to be included.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, great. Also, don't forget to share this with your friends and your family.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcast places. You know where they are. Rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars, please.
Please.
Don't forget to continue to wear your mask.
Yes.
Yeah, get your booster shots.
Mm-hmm.
Wash your hands, all the sanitary stuff.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. And stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.